And if we're just gonna let a bunch of algorithms do everything, we might as well get the Matrix in here because it's just gonna be robots everywhere.
So I use facial recognition technology definitely every day. I have an iPhone X, so that's pretty standard at this point, I think. I feel like I see in the future maybe the option to log into something like Facebook with your actual face.
People just don't really spend a ton of time managing their passwords. There's definitely software out there that'll do it for you, but a lot of people aren't aware, and they'll use really generic passwords, or maybe they'll just reuse passwords over and over again.
I kind of wonder how easy it is to fool a facial recognition camera. Like, could I just print out a picture of you and like use it?
Would someone who gets plastic surgery to look like me be able to get into my stuff?
I mean, I'm a twin, and my brother can unlock my iPhone, so...
Your brother can unlock your
Yes,
iPhone.
he can unlock my iPhone.
That's so crazy. Like, what if you have an evil twin?
Facial recognition can really help marketers do what they do best, which is really personalized, right? You want to give someone a really specific experience because you understand them well. So what better way of doing this frictionlessly is just to really look at their face and say, hey, they're really excited by this product idea, or maybe they're actually really upset by something else, and you can pivot really quickly in your advertising, your messaging, and everything.
I could definitely see ways in which that could go wrong, where you're trying to predict something about someone by the way that they look.
Being able to recognize a person's face or race or gender, age, any of that will just kind of feed into that lazy marketing that we saw years ago, what would cause a lot of just failed products.
I'd be interested to know what ways that we're going to avoid those problems.
There's definitely a lot of different potentials. Like you're stepping in your car and multiple people are driving this car. So you're really tall and like the other person who drives it is super short. So every time you go in, you have to adjust the seat. But say it recognizes your face and it just like auto configures for like the profile.
That is pretty interesting. Like being able to recognize certain things about maybe the driver, like if they're really tired or if you can kind of tell that they're drunk.
Another thing that's been really powerful online is eye tracking feedback. So that's a great way of being able to figure out like what kind of content people actually are interested in and actually engage in, so that you can further personalize information for them.
In terms of like automation, I think I've seen it put into like the most intense practice with those like Amazon Go stores.
Another pro for facial recognition is that could really help with automation, right? Like those little basic processes, or even just being able to like pay really quickly without having to get like your card or cash out of your wallet, like fumbling with that in a line, just really making a lot of these day-to-day things a lot easier.
With automation, with that convenience, you're gonna get a few nice perks, but you're losing a lot of that nice, like small touch, that personalization that you'd get from companies that really put the time and effort into what you want.
I think there's definitely a line where people know that it's weird after a certain point, and it's kind of hard to define, but you know it when you see it.
And I think that is when ultimately the benefit is more on the side of whoever is using the information behind your face, rather than the benefit being majority focused on the actual user and the owner of said face.